I'm making biscuits out of my homemade Bisquick mix today, and this is just so easy. It's been something that has been a huge time saver for me, so I wanted to share it with you. I begin with 2 cups of Bisquick mix, and then I add half of a cup of milk. And I'll mix that in. This is the point that I actually ditch the spoon and I just mix it with my hand, because it can be pretty dry. If yours is too dry, then you can add just a little bit more milk. But you still want it to be a dough, so you have to be careful. Everybody's flour is a little bit different. In fact, from one time to the next time, it could be a little bit different. So that's why it's hard to give an exact measurement. If I'm honest, for my family, I don't even hardly measure. Generally speaking, I just put a little bit of this in a bowl and start adding milk. If it's too wet, I add more of the mix. If it's too dry, I add more of the milk. So then I roll out my dough. And I want to get it down to about 1/2 inch thick. I don't want it too thin because I want it to be able to fluff up a bit. Of course, that can be personal preference, so whatever you like. And then I use my biscuit cutter, or sometimes I just use the top of a glass or a jar. And then I continue to roll it out again until I've used all of my dough. For my very last biscuit, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just press it out inside my biscuit cutter. If you're doing this with a glass jar, that would be a little bit harder, but with a biscuit cutter or a canning ring, you could do this. And so then I end up with 6 perfectly round, ready biscuits. The last one doesn't ever look as pretty as the other ones, but it's better than the little lump that it would have been if I had done it any other way. I then place my biscuits on a lined baking sheet. You could grease it if you want to, but I just try to put them evenly spaced, at least 1 inch apart. And then I'll put them in the oven at 450 degrees for anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. I want these to puff up nicely with just a little bit of browning around the edges. You can definitely tell the difference between the ones that I cut with the biscuit cutter versus the one that I pressed in. So you can see that that's a better way to do things if you can. I just really like how this does it because it makes it so that it gets the layers. It's nice and open, easy to split so that you can put your jam and your butter on it. And this is some of my homemade butter. And then this is some of the dandelion jelly, actually. It's one that I've been enjoying. And I mean, just how quick and easy. What was that, maybe 15 minutes to go from thinking about making biscuits to actually having biscuits? Not bad. So let's see how it tastes. Light and fluffy, and just like a biscuit should taste.